Moon Gang. I'm sure you're beyond curious about what in the world happened with AMC and GME. In this video, I'll be sharing my own opinions. I'll be doing some technicals of both of these meme stocks. I'll be giving you an update on my portfolio. I'll be sharing some of my newest positions, and mainly I'll be telling you what I'll personally be looking for in the market tomorrow. But before we get into all that, don't forget to join up with the Moon Gang by hitting the subscribe button, and also hit that bell icon and then switch it to always so you don't miss any of the daily live streams or any of the fundamental, technical, or portfolio update videos such as this one. So quickly, let me give you an update on the portfolio. If you watched yesterday's portfolio update, you'll know that I had some Riot calls. I sold those today for a $500 profit. Riot had a pretty good day because Bitcoin itself is running. Speaking of which, I'm still looking for Bitcoin and crypto as a whole to hit a new all-time high much sooner rather than later. Other than that, I got a little bit whipsawed by Tesla this morning. So I bought Tesla calls. It started to come down, so I took a $500 loss. Then I bought Tesla puts, then it started to come back up, so I took another $500 loss, actually a little bit more. And then finally, I decided to buy March 19th, 775 calls on Tesla. So overall, I'm betting on it to go up. I'll explain why I did that in the charts in just a bit. Right now, that position is down 1,300. Thank God I still have my GME call though, which is up 7,000. Overall, here is the account check. So on this account, I locked in a $1,100 loss today, but in unrealized gains, it's still up almost 6K. So that's good. And in terms of the other account, it was a crazy day. I mean, if you were paying attention to AMC and Gme, you know what's going on. But pretty much at 12:15, things were awesome. I was up 8K. The other account was up almost close to 20K. It was insane. And then a bunch of market shenanigans happened. A sell-off. At one point, I was down 2.5K. At the end of the day, I was up $400. In this one, just so you know, so I had that new Tesla call position on the dip. I tried to put my money where my mouth is, and I bought a new call. It expires $319, $450 strike on GME. Right now, I'm up $250 on it. I saw the dip as a buying opportunity because I very, very much believe in this cause. So that's my new position in the Robinhood portfolio. So overall, let's talk about where they are right now. As I'm filming this, we are waiting for AMC. Depending on when you're watching this, there's a good chance that AMC will already have its earnings announcement out. AMC is reporting its past fiscal quarter result today, Wednesday, March 10th. The earnings call starts at 5 p.m. The stock closed close to 984. Right now, it hit 1044. It's up to 1012. No matter what happens, I'm expecting a volatile move. If the earnings announcement is very good, I'm expecting a huge gap up. If they somehow miss, or if the CEO says something negative, I'm expecting a gap down. We closed at 984. I would be willing to bet that when we open up tomorrow with AMC, that it's nowhere close to that. Just so you know, that's more of a fundamental thing going on with AMC. In terms of the charts, let me just get rid of this for 1 second. Come over here. Let's start off with AMC. So AMC's daily chart, kind of an interesting mess. We had a really, really good day. It looked like we were gunning for this gap fill to 1291, which is, I'm still calling for that. Especially if we have a positive earnings announcement. My technical level is still the top of this gap at 1291. I don't think it'll necessarily stop there. That's just a major resistance. I've been calling out. I still feel good about it. I'm still looking for that technical gap fill. Don't forget, market makers love filling these gaps. It's super, super common in the stock market. So in terms of AMC, though right now it's trading at 1017 in post market, I still feel pretty good about that 1291, and obviously I have all my AMC calls, all my AMC shares. I would love for it to hit that. I'm very, very bullish on it. But this chart's gonna look pretty similar to GME's. Like midday today, around 12:15, things were looking great on both of these, and then a lot of things go on. My take of what happened is that basically enough of people with a lot of money either shorted it or sold their long position, and it put enough pressure on it where we had a bunch of paper-handed people who then got scared, and we created a snowball effect, which we saw panic, and then we saw a lot of selling. Basically, it went from 1215 all the way down to 950. I can actually tell you, like, in not much time, we dropped, how much was this? 21% intraday trading absolutely crazy. In my opinion, pure manipulation. Like this was like I said, just in my opinion, not a financial advisor. This seems pretty crazy. This is not normal stock market movement, especially when you see the exact same thing in GameStop. In fact, GameStop's was even worse. GameStop was trading at 344, slowly grinding up all day. And then what, like 6 halts later, it drops 49%. I will never, ever believe that this is normal stock market action. To me, it shows that a bunch of hedgies, a bunch of big money is still very, very scared. And the fact that 2 insane sell-offs happened in 2 unrelated stocks, just these meme stocks, it tells me that it's manipulation. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I'm a smooth-brained space ape, but I'm forgetting something. But anyway, on the other side, GameStop did have that nice gap fill. We came pretty close. We didn't hit this resistance at 350. The high was 348.50, so I was off by $1.50, but we were getting pretty close to it. And then pretty much really all hell broke loose. But the fact that we fought back right in here is where I bought that extra GME call. I think tomorrow is going to be a very, very interesting day. So AMC's up just because it has that earnings announcement tonight. So I think AMC will be abnormally volatile tomorrow. And speaking of GameStop, so this was posted on Reddit. I will make sure to link this below. But this is another one from Hey, It's Pixel. So this is very worthwhile to read. I just wanted to talk about this. Got posted today during all the craziness. Someone wants this to moon really bad and load it up on over 60,000 additional options between 300 and 400 expiring this Friday, March 12th. This is an increase of another 20,000 calls from just 10 minutes ago. So people saw the sell-off as a pretty amazing dip buying opportunity. There's other good information in here. The shout out goes to Hey, It's Pixel. I'll make sure to link it below. So check that out. Big movers. So that's what's going on with AMC and GME. What I can do super quick for you is just give you an update of the short position on AMC and GME. And from there, I'm going to pivot very quickly to the overall market. Bonds had a pretty crazy day. So right now, the short shares available on AMC is up to 1.6 million. So it tells me some people might have covered into the craziness. The short borrow fee rate is still pretty high. And then in terms of GME, we have 100,000, as in more people took short positions. Very, very interesting. Relative to what we were seeing all day, more people were shorting it, and the short borrow rate also dropped by 1.1%. So basically, don't forget that even though it seemed crazy, this is what I was telling the live stream all day, it was still a green day. GME still closed up 7.33% relative to yesterday. Every day we're up or sideways. That's a win in my book because they are paying an extra fee to swing it overnight. So every night, every day that the stock doesn't drop, I perceive as a win for us. So I'm still looking to come back up to this 280, 300, 319, 350 level. I know today we all feel a bit like emotionally weird. It was a very, very weird day. Both of these took a big hit midday, but I don't think the situation is as bad as it seems. So I think we are just living to fight another day again tomorrow. And of course, I'll be streaming it. I hope to see you there. We'll be talking about it. But very, very quickly, let me talk a little bit about what the overall market did. So we've been following this, especially if you've been watching my update videos. Basically, we have this downtrend, we have this uptrend, so we have this wedge. Who was going to win, the Bulls or the Bears? It looks like the Bulls kind of won yesterday, but then the market closed within the wedge between this red line, this red trend line, the blue trend line. And then today we gapped up and we closed above it. So right now it does look like the Bulls are in control. That's why I bought Tesla call options. On top of that, it does look like the market's coming up. But in terms of Tesla specifically, for quite a while, in fact, from February 8th up until March 9th, we've been following this downtrend line. Today, we gapped up above it and we closed right above it. That's why I bought calls. Of course, this could be a fake out breakout. If it is, we'll come back in it. I'll cut my calls and I'll buy puts. But for now, we're on the top side of this trend line. I gave myself a week and a half for it to play out. I'm kind of looking for it to see how it reacts, of course, to 700, then 744/750, and then past that 780 and 800. Those are the levels I'll be watching on Tesla. But for right now, the overall market, the S&P 500, close on top of the gap, and then also Tesla close on top of this trend line. Of course, I want follow through. I don't like how it was a red day, but I'm also looking at bouncing off of the RSI. It looks a little overextended here. So I think there's a couple reasons to be bullish on the market in the short to medium term. But of course, as things develop, as they do each day, I'll make sure to keep you updated. But in general, for this right now, I would love to know your thoughts on what happened with GME and AMC today. I think it was more of a psychological play. I think they were trying to scare a lot of people, but I want to know your thoughts. Are you still bullish on GME? Are you still bullish on AMC? And if you're not, like, what scared you out? Like, what am I missing? I would love to get your feedback on that. Overall, though, don't forget to join up with the Moon Gang by hitting the subscribe button, going over to the bell icon and switching it to always so you can stay up to date with the live videos or update videos such as this one. And of course, if you want 2 free stocks, check out that link to Webull below. You'll get one for signing up and then another for depositing $100. And until the next time I see you, remember, from me, the duck shirt, and the chair, best of luck in the markets.